Once there was a beggar who had been living on the streets for decades. He spent his days asking people for food and coins, and most people ignored him. One day, a wise man walked by and stopped to speak to him. The beggar said, "Please, sir, can you spare some change?" The wise man looked at him with compassion and asked, "What are you sitting on?" The beggar replied, "Just an old box. I've been sitting on it for as long as I can remember." The wise man smiled and said, "Have you ever looked inside?" The beggar thought it was a strange question. He had never opened the box because he assumed it was empty. But at the wise man's suggestion, he opened it. To his amazement, the box was filled with gold. Osho uses this story to illustrate a powerful lesson. Often, we spend our lives searching for meaning, happiness, and wealth outside ourselves when the true treasure is within. Like the beggar, people look outward, but enlightenment and joy are already within us. We only need to look inside. Moral of the story: the treasure we seek is not outside, but within us. True understanding, wisdom, and happiness are already within, waiting to be discovered. Buddha and the Angry Man, the discipline of transcendence. Once, Buddha was traveling with his disciples when he entered a village where some people were not very fond of him. One day, as Buddha was speaking to a gathering, a man approached him, furious and shouting. He started hurling insults and harsh words at Buddha, accusing him of spreading false teachings and leading people astray. Buddha sat calmly, unaffected, and continued smiling as if he hadn't heard the man. Seeing Buddha's calm reaction, the man grew angrier and continued to shout and insult him. Finally, when the man was exhausted from his rant, Buddha turned to him and gently asked, "If you buy a gift for someone and that person does not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man, taken aback, replied, "It would still belong to me since they didn't accept it." Buddha smiled and said, "Exactly. In the same way, if I do not accept your anger and insults, they remain with you." The man was stunned and speechless. He realized that his anger and negativity had no impact on Buddha, who remained serene and detached. Buddha continued, "Anger is like a gift you give to yourself. When you let go of anger, you free yourself. Peace and kindness come from within and cannot be disturbed by outside forces." The man understood the depth of Buddha's teaching and felt ashamed of his actions. He knelt before Buddha, asking for forgiveness and promising to learn more about inner peace and the path to enlightenment. Moral of the story: this story illustrates that peace and self-control come from within. When we choose not to react to negativity, anger, or insults, we retain our inner calm. Buddha teaches us that by not accepting anger, we liberate ourselves from its control and free our minds to focus on understanding, compassion, and inner peace.